The landlord returned home with the hare, much to the annoyance of his wife. He gathered together some of his friends and business associates to show off the marvellous creature that had come so cheaply into his possession. He walked to the far side of his estate, leaving instructions that his associates were to send the hare out with a message to fetch him back.
It was just starting to rain when he left, and by the time the hare was released 30 minutes later, there was a full-scale thunderstorm.
All of his friends and associates had gone home, having polished off his best port and brandy by the time the landlord returned, bedraggled, empty-handed and empty-headed, 5 hours later.
No one ever found out what his wife had to say about the matter, but people noticed that the Lord had some very spectacular bruises for the next couple of weeks, and twitched whenever anyone offered him jugged hare.
Time passed, and Tom and Molly thrived at the farm. They bought some more cows, more chickens, an apple press, and did very well selling their cheese, eggs, vegetables and cider at the market. They worked hard during the daylight hours, but in the evenings, especially during autumn and winter, they would sit by the fire or curl up in their warm bed and talk, sing and tell stories. They would especially reminisce about their past lives, for as you have already heard, there was more to them than was immediately apparent.
Take, for instance, how they first met and began their travelling life together. As you've already heard, she had left a fine house to join a gypsy band, and he had set out on a grand adventure, eventually becoming the king amongst tinkers. Then one day, in a drinking establishment where a certain well-known band of musicians were playing,